Ah, there it goes. Good evening and welcome to the stream. Thank goodness it is Wednesday. We are halfway through the week. Woohoo! And the weather decided to allow me to have pagoda. So I don't have to manic panic and try to find some royal blue yarn tonight. Hope all is going well. Gotta fix up this last row. Oh. Every time I come in, my camera has been knocked a different direction. Where does this need to go today? Or we could just minimize it. Ricky could set on. Why can't I click on Ricky? There he is. I'll just sit on top. Music's still going. That's the most important part. And I just realized with this cardigan that I'm making, I could totally wear this dress because I normally wear this dress. Well, for the first time today, I wore this dress into work and it was basically a skirt. But the colors actually match, so that's good. No, I did not wear the hexagon cardigan with me today. I just grabbed that after I got out of the office because it was hot in my house and it's cold at that office. Gotta change with the weather. Where is Kind of like how you can see all my work in progress on my desk.
Hello.
Good evening.
Welcome autumn_soul_93.
How are you doing tonight, Autumn?
I am at the end of my patience this evening. Hoping some good company will help.
Oh. Well, hopefully I can be good company for you tonight. And then, of course, you have Autumn there with you, too. Were you able to eat something tonight?
She's AWOL ATMO, have no idea where she is.
Oh, well, you'll find her, or you'll hear her. One of the two. She's made herself at home.
I should shower, but honestly I'm too frustrated to bother.
Then don't worry about it. The shower will be there a different day. If you want to vent a little bit, feel free. If you want to just think or talk about something else, I'm not good at the book topics, but you seem to enjoy talking about Tamora Pierce the other night. I'm always into learning more. And that is also too why we have
Family is complicated. And I love them dearly. But sometimes they make me want to defenestrate them.
ah. And they say blood is thicker than water, but it still boils.
The original saying actually means the opposite.
Oh, water is thicker than blood? What is it, Pippin? Pippin has a verse about.
The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb.
Oh. I did not know that. So then they're still talking about human fluids either way. How English translations modify everything. Considering we also
Meaning the
have,
bonds of chosen family are stronger than those you're born into.
I believe that. I definitely have stronger bonds with some of my friends than I ever will with any of my cousins that are blood related. It's not necessarily because I'm the black sheep of the family either. I just don't associate with them.
Well, yet. It's like great minds think alike.
I was thinking of the jack of all
The second
trades.
half of the saying is, but fools rarely differ.
So it's great minds think alike, but fools rarely differ. Ooh, that's a backhanded quote if I've ever heard one.
A watched pot never boils over.
Yeah, that part, a
Is the
watchbot
full
never.
saying.
Mm. People just be dropping these sayings without actually giving the full portion. I can't lie. I definitely do the a watch pot never boils and walk away. What are some other old time sayings? Actually, I don't know where my copy of it is, but I do have a copy of the Brothers Grimm book with like all the true fairy tales in it.
I like your sweater. Did you
Thank
make it?
you. I did. I made this right when the hexagon sweater trend started. So it's teal on one side and red on the other. And then I had purple yarn, so I used that to make it longer. I started an orange and teal one, and I never
It's
finished
very
it.
cozy looking.
It is comfy cozy. I ended up switching because earlier I was wearing a sweatshirt in the office and I was too hot. And I figure there's no time like the present to wear the stuff that you created. It's too rainy to wear some of my other stuff. I thought this dress is actually pretty good to wear with the star cardigan. Accidental find. At the drop of the hat, as mad as a hatter. Just looking up some old quotes. I can't wait for the next project, which is actually sitting over here on the side. I decided with this ombre purple color, I started it. At first, yeah, you can see the color pattern. At first, I was just making sleeves to make sleeves, and then I was like, well, I can't connect them to a hoodie. It's gonna be interesting. But this will probably work on offline and online more versus just one way. When I say you and Lady have probably seen every stitch of this, I truly mean it because I only work on this stuff on live stream. Oh, I don't know if you heard that. That was a upset, sick puppy. But she's feeling better today. She might actually want more dog food.
Autumn
Which
just scared the shit out of me.
was it a noise or an action? I can only imagine what that kitty cat did. Other than saying, I'm reminding you of my presence, mother. Yeah. Or I should say, human. Oh, that's why I haven't
I
been
got
doing
up
it.
to get water and I didn't realize she was chilling on the floor by my bed until she bolted when I went to stand.
She was like, I was here the whole time.
My lights are off, in fairness.
Um, yeah. And she just blended into her surrounding. She said, I'm a camouflage. She was born in the darkness. Potentially. Probably. And also, she's your security system.
I mean, technically we're all born out of darkness.
That is true.
ZZZZ.
Except for Ricky. Born out of the pixels of darkness. I'm kidding. Supposed to be in.
They're lyrics to a song.
Oh, okay. I will be looking up that song. I was just thinking about how I nearly had to bite two geese in the parking lot because I decided to walk around my office building. I would take a picture of them. They're very pretty. They're very big. They're very intimidating. Canadian geese are, that is. Is it Isaac Emmanuel?
We are all brought forth out of darkness into this world, through blood, and through pain and deep in our bones. The old songs are waking, so sing them with voices if thunder and rain.
Now, if only the text to speech would have sung it versus saying it. But I'm looking at it.
Savage Daughter.
Savage. Oh! I feel like I've heard that one. Was it a trending sound on TikTok for like a my brain no coco.
Potentially.
I feel like it was around the time, which is unfortunate that all this stuff goes into cycles. But I thought it was around the time where they were doing the red blood stain hands over the mouth is when I was hearing it a lot. I found it. I'll listen to it offline because I'm pretty sure that this is copyrighted. And Twitch will probably let me get away with it, but TikTok will not be happy. Nor will YouTube. I'm looking at the full lyrics now. Yep, it is that song. Because they were talking about the topic of, I don't know how to say that censored, but moving people from place to place illegally. There we go. Specifically that were native. And we're done with the Pagoda row. So actually, we've done Pagoda, Royal Blue, Pagoda. We're sticking in the blues area. Please, Ohio, don't go back down to Royal Blue quite yet. I don't want to have to try to scurry to find the color. It can go back down to Orchid. I'll be fine. Okay. I'm trying to find the side that I left off on. There it is.
How is everyone?
We're doing great, Pando, but I think I'm going to take a slight thing. I'm going to look at his settings. Oh, I was typing in everything but his settings. I have not listened to music on Pandora in forever. Because ads just got to a point And it says,
How was work today?
overall, I mean, I popped in for 15 minutes while I was walking around. My work day started off at 10:30. Actually, pause for the cause. Overall, it was just long. Cause I started work at 10:30 today. I didn't end until 8 p.m. because I had to go in 30 minutes early to get.
Were you in office today?
Mhm. Yes, I was for most of the day. The last 2 hours I worked from home. That was the reason why I went in 30 minutes early, was so that I could have an hour and a half lunch so that I could meet with my mentor. That's not paid by the company, but I keep in contact with them. He's in California though, so he's always trying to have it at 5 o'clock at night, which I appreciate. 5 o'clock my time though, not 5 o'clock his time. His time is like 3 o'clock. And that meeting was sort of productive, coming to terms of being burnt out and what I need to do next. Work wise, this was the performance evaluation talk. Overall, Autumn, I've been at this company for 7 years. So I must be doing something not too wrong for them to keep me here. And that's what the numbers showed. I did an additional project for most of the year last year. And I got my merit increase, which was on the higher end of the percentage. But still, cost of living is going up. And if I could negotiate working from home more often again, I would. But my boss kind of just acted like he didn't hear that part. So that's why I said today was a good day. I found out my pay increase goes into effect during this pay period. So half of my paycheck will be increased. Oh, and my 7-year work anniversary is March 18th with this company. So overall, a good day. Just a long day. Yep. I can tell if someone else is burnt out of the place because they're still younger. I don't think this is their first job, but they just aren't understanding, like, oh, if I go above and beyond, they're not going to pay you anymore. That number is already set in advance of how much they're going to increase your pay, and they'll only lower it from there. So I feel a little bit bad for that person. They'll understand, though, later in life.
Yup.
At least I'm not like my friend. She has to find a job because, yeah.
They'll learn. Eventually.
Mm-hmm. Because I think constantly in society we're always told, oh, you need to put in 110%. But some people only put in 20. And that's all you'll ever get. I need to keep reminding myself, just do the 20%. Okay. I'm trying to configure Pando. While we're at it. And also, too, we gotta remember this is not necessarily
I
a.
say that as a person who doesn't have a choice in the matter because of I can't hit turnaround tones, I'll find myself out the door.
That is the thing. And I will say,
Asterisk turnaround times.
I. Yeah. And that's the thing with our email times. Because it's been the two of us that have done emails, this is a different person. Another person, we've been doing emails for this company now for. Sorry. I need to change this out because my nose decided to bleed because the weather sucks where I'm at. Just get rid of that off screen. Anywho, if we are sitting here and, say, for instance, taking 6 days to get back to email, we will have a different conversation. Hello, Gabrielle Castillo. We're not quite there yet, though. Most of the time, we
got
respond
6 inches of snow overnight and the high today was 52.
So how much ice did you guys have tonight?
Asterisk overnight last night.
Okay. They're talking about us getting hail. I hope not. Okay, just how about no? Outside of the SPCA, are you going to any cons or do you like
So the
Broadway?
roads were a mess this morning.
1,000%. We don't even need the cold and the snow for the mess here. There was someone that got in an accident on my way home from work today. Just because he simply hydroplaned. I'm pretty sure. I think everyone was okay. I didn't see the ambulance take off with people. So we're going to say everyone made it out alive.
I'm taking myself to see a play this weekend.
Ooh. Okay. Treat yourself. You've earned it. Do you mind if I ask what play it is?
ZZZZ.
Okay, well apparently Ricky is not a thespian.
And I'm going to lunch with a friend.
Oh, awesome.
/ co-worker.
That's where good friends are made. It's better that you're friends than enemies. I think.
His husband is away on business, so I'm dragging him out of his house if it's the last thing I go. Asterisk do.
As you should. You're not going to let him rot. And also, how many times do you get to steal him away from his husband? I tried to take one of my friends away from her kids, but it doesn't work the same.
Honestly, usually his husband joins us.
and everyone gets to have fun together. Outside of streaming, I might try to catch a friend for lunch. We will have to see. Or I might just go to Costco. Because right next to the Costco is a Michael's.
Yeah, we're going to a place called the Friendly Toast.
Ooh. Do they specialize in French toast?
It's an all-day brunch place.
Ooh, yummy. That sounds like Sugar and Spice here. Except they close at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So yours sounds like it goes for longer.
Looking forward to some chicken and waffles.
Oh. Do they serve it with honey butter or maple syrup? Because both sound good. And we got about 14 minutes left in the stream. Unless I just decide to keep going until I'm finished. Welcome to the stream, word of the day. Or word for the day. That's some of the usernames.
Cinnamon, maple butter, and maple syrup.
Oh, okay. What time should I show up? Should I go ahead and grab my flight now? I'm kidding. I am 100% kidding. But that sounds good. It makes me want to go ahead. I had to buy more chicken for the dog anyways. Might as well get some for myself and do the same thing here.
Nice to meet you. I'm Ricky.
We were gonna meet at noon. If you decide to come east, let me know, we can go together.
Sounds good. What do we have? We have like a bubble waffle place for a hot minute out here. That also sounds good. Carbs in general just sound good. Also kind of makes me want to go to Sleepy Bee Cafe. The only thing is trying to get parking around there is horrendous. Otherwise, though, it's just up the street from that library.
Parking can be difficult, yes.
hmm Most of the library systems around here, well, the restaurant parking sucks, no matter where you're at. Most of the libraries around here have free parking, except for like the major ones where it's downtown areas that have hard parking. We do have one library system, the Lane library system. I wonder if it's still in, it was like in a 3-story looking church house. I just like going in there for the architecture. Image. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it over to the other side. I don't think this will dox me too badly because it's one of the libraries. I have like 30 in my area. But it's just gorgeous from the outside. And going in, like, the books go all the way up to
Do
the
you
top
live in
half of
/
the
near
tower.
your city proper?
Near. I'm not in the city proper.
Or are you in suburbia?
Suburbia.
Gotcha.
I'm actually between two. So I need to go back to that one. Especially on a dreary, rainy day. But that's how most of downtown Hamilton looks like for that area. It's all those types of buildings. I am to libraries like some people are to cemeteries. I just like going to visit and see what they have. I need to go and get my bag from the other public library system.
Fair. I like my local library, it's very small town.
And to think the government tried to get rid of them. So I was one of the people on Speedo in my library system. They said, hey, we need your help. I put a voicemail on almost every senator's that I needed to. They kept it. They kept funding the library. And that's as far as politics I will
Tried. What's this past tense? They keep trying.
get. And they will keep failing. That's why it's past tense. And I'm just like, why? I see nothing wrong that the libraries have done. They're teaching people how. My actual library that's pretty close to me, they keep trying to get me into flying drones for a living. Because they're like, yeah, you could go fly drones and you'll get paid money to travel. Heck, there's a small business resource center that's free. They teach seniors how to use their phones, Medicare information, so they ought to stop. Not to mention the books, but I feel like books are 50-50 because I have been hearing about the whole argument of AI authors are trying to get into Libby and stuff, which is unfortunate. However, AI still
True.
cannot crochet, and I am happy for that. It can knit, but it can't crochet. I wonder what she called me.
It can knit?
I don't see why not, considering knitting you can do on the loom machines, and they have a knitting machine. So I feel like it can replicate the pattern. Let's see.
Oh, that's true.
I feel like it can.
I didn't think of that.
It says AI summary giving me AI results.
Okay. My brain is fried.
That's okay. You saw me short circuit
I'm
earlier.
gonna try to sleep this off.
Well, have a good night, Autumn, and don't be freaked out
Have a
by
good
Autumn.
one.
Bye.
I'll try.
I think I'm going to go ahead and finish this cardigan tonight, so I'm not working on it tomorrow. Stream will go a little bit later, but I'm just so close to the end. well, except for potentially putting a color on it.
I'm hungry.
I know. You gotta get to 100. I think it's 100 followers for you to be fed. Let me recheck. Because whenever I get to viewer rewards, oh, I might be able to do emotes. Hmm. Apparently, I can set emotes now. Oh crap. I need to go, so I'm not being puzzled. No. Okay. And I wasn't being puzzled for once. Wow. That was different. I don't think that my status has changed. I should go for a walk in the woods and take pictures of the sun. It's not raining this weekend. Ooh, ooh. Aha! I felt the puzzle piece was happening on TikTok. Did you not? There. What do you mean? I get it on the first go. Normally. There. Like that McDonald's game. One more row. Woohoo. One, two. Turning around. And here we go. 1111, make a wish. And then we just had to seam up the sides. So we're coming to the end of the row. Toot, toot. we're finished. Yeah, ta-da. With that side. Now, I need to make sure the seams are all on the same side. So this needs to be seamed with this end, and this needs to be folded this way. Just so you all know, Squirtle is always watching. Yay! We're almost there. Except for the collar. We'll come back to that. and boom. Well, partially boom. Boom, that side is finished. There we go. We got the body. I think the body's finished. That's the front of the back point. Side side. I do want to bring in the collar quite a bit. Just because it feels too loosey-goosey for my taste personally. But we're going to do some trimming and some burning tonight. Because why the heck not? That's the fun part that no one talks about crocheting is getting to burn stuff. To burn or not to burn is simply not a question. Do it and think about it later.
I'm hungry.
$9:30 or not 9:30. Lord, we all know it's past 9:30. 11:30. I'll be off to La La Land. But at least able to cut back some of these ends. I'm not going to seal them all because I will admit I did this on the sunflower cardigan and those things hurt on some of it. Today was overall a good day. I might add more to the bottom. I do want to add, though I'm just thinking about where this neckline falls. It'll be nice to have a neckline. But that's a decision for a different night. Good night, everybody. Thank you again for tuning into the stream. See you tomorrow.